And one of the most powerful forms of marketing is referral marketing, right? Affiliate marketing, referrals, like many of you sharing your referral link with doTERRA, but having people support you or being thrilled with working with you is one of the best things you can do for your own marketing. And I love to say and bring us home to your most powerful marketing strategy is a 4-letter word, CARE, right? Is showing up. And so I just had the best experience all year round working with them, and yeah, and thrilled that they're off too, right? Like I was
Wow.
ready. It was like, okay.
Gosh.
And I'm just
What a
so
journey.
happy. It's one of those things I literally, this is a thought I want you guys to try on for yourself. I'm thinking a lot about vision right now. Tomorrow I've blocked off for myself. I have a full creation day in my own calendar where I'm working on my own 2024 goals and vision. And then I'm going to teach a vision class, a workshop on Friday on visioning and creating your 2024. I'll tell you guys about that in just a moment. But one of the thoughts I invite you to think about is your future self, right? Like a year from now, it's, the beginning of December, end of November. It's the holiday season a year from now. Who do you want to be? Where do you want your business to be? Your body, your health, your fitness, your home, your marriage, or attracting a great relationship into your life, your finances, your creative projects. Maybe it's that book or that website or that, you know, things of this nature where you want to be with doTERRA and your rank and what you've been creating as a team and a legacy is really thinking vision. And for me, I'm just saying for me, for years, I just did not love seeing myself talk on video because my teeth had moved so much. And so
Hmm.
even though I was like, I didn't really want to wear braces in my 40s, right? Like, hey, I've already done this when I was like 15. My future self was thrilled I made that choice. And I had to remind myself at points in the process, right? I'm doing this for my future self. So sometimes when you don't love getting up at 5 a.m. or getting out in the cold weather to work out or to move your body, or you're feeling the discomfort, making the sales offer or hosting that event, but it's for your growth, how powerful that is that we're making choices for our future self. And so yesterday I was like, my future and present self are about to merge, right? Like I'm
Yay.
waiting for this moment. Let's take these things off. But in the process at times, because there was times, of course, you go in for your monthly tune up and there were moments that was painful and your mouth is like, whoa, that's tender. And I didn't always love every moment of the process. I loved my experience with the team, but the adapting and my teeth were moving, but I would just remind myself, my future self, right? And thrilled for this and where things are going and what I'm creating. And I plan to do a lot of video and I was still doing it, even if I don't want, even if similar to me, you're like, oh, I don't love my smile perfectly, or I still want you. I kept putting myself out there. I just was like, I want to make this choice. So there we go.
Wow. Such a simple but powerful principle of what would you um, do for your future self, right? Like, how can you make your future self grateful for what you did today? That's a power principle right there.
Hmm. So thinking about that, can we talk about vision for just a moment?
Please.
And this is one of those universal life principles, whether we want to quote the Holy Bible or Tony Robbins or Marie Forleo or any personal development teaching, is the power of vision, right? And without vision, the Bible says, without vision, the people perish. Without vision, man or woman simply repeats the past or repeats what's familiar. And so without vision, we often just do our familiar habits or what's the loudest, brightest, or shiniest object in front of us. And we're more reactive than proactive. And so visiting your vision for the month of December, and as you start thinking about 2024 and like, where are you going? What do you want to create? Now, many of you bought a copy of my journal this month in November. Thank you so much, this beauty. because of all of you and the whole community around this, you place this journal in top new releases, and you put my journal right in between Oprah Winfrey, Brene Brown, and Eckhart Tolle because of you guys.
Wow.
Like, seriously, thank you so much. Many of you bought this journal, and I don't know if you know this or not, but it came with a couple of free bonuses. And one of them is I'm teaching a vision workshop on Friday, December 1st, whether you can attend live or you want to come or catch the recording, that's fine, either way. However, ideally you're there live, but again, recording is fine. That's a free bonus with the purchase of one of these journals. And that's normally a $300 workshop that you get for free, and you get to own in your library. We'll send you the recording that way as often as you'd like. Once a month, come back to these vision principles and revisit your vision. But we're going to be working on the beginnings of looking at, creation and vision and intention for your 2024. And so if you didn't buy that the week we went live, we've opened them up through tomorrow. The bonuses are live through Thursday, through the end of November. And you go buy the journal on Amazon, right? The journal's only on Amazon. That's where you buy it, is through Amazon. Just search My Creation Journal or search Tiffany Peterson and it will pop up. And then and the journal's $19.95. Then you take the Amazon receipt and you register for your bonuses at tiffanyspeaks.com/journal, or you just message me and I'll get you the link, or I'll have my assistant get you connected to that. The purchase of a journal through tomorrow evening also includes owning the gratitude series this year, all 5 recordings. We have our final session today with our dear friend, Randy Garn, right? Is that guy not just like the Energizer Bunny?
He's the best.
Yeah, he just plays life and business so big, and he's such an incredible gentleman. He's our final concluding speaker today, but you'll also have those recordings for free as a bonus too. We have some fun things we've been doing all month long, but they do all wrap by tomorrow, by the end of November. So I just want that on your radar, because many of you I know bought the journal. I want to make sure you get the bonuses and that you can be connected to those things, whether you're attending them live or getting the recording. So I just want to make sure everyone knew about that.
Such a generous offer. And I have to just give my little plug here. Tiffany has been doing vision sessions for us, and they completely rock our world. Like, we think we know what we're doing until we have a vision session with Tiff. And then we're like, oh, now we're crystal clear. Like, what is essential? What matters most? Where does the focus go? So we can go where we want to go, and not just end up with a lot of whatever, because that tends to be the norm. It's just kind of keep doing what we're doing, just get into ruts and grooves and not really create a path or intentionally create what we want. So super powerful. Thank you so much for that offering, Tiff.
You bet. It's going to be so good. I'm looking forward to it. And again, you guys get to own it, come back to it as many times as you'd like. So Mr. Goddard, where should we go? I mean, it's November the 29th. I know you know that because it's your birthday. We've had a full month between BOGOs. I bought some of the BOGOs. Anyone else buy the BOGOs? Anyone else living off holiday joy right now or holiday peace? Because I've got them both. You guys, I'm in love. Now, I know many of you've been connected to this for a long time. For me, it's only been the last few months, but I'm in love with that little bubble diffuser.
Isn't it great?
Oh, when you like walk in one room and the kitchen, the bathroom, the whatever, and it's like, welcome. Yeah. I love that bubble diffuser. Do they still sell those? Because I actually want 1 or 2 more.
So if I remember right, they stocked out. I think they were back, but can anyone fill us in there? I think somebody was selling some on Amazon, but I don't know if they're the same brand. So yeah, Becky confirmed they are sold out. So dang. Okay.
If anyone has one you want to sell me, like you have extra, like in your little stash, I'll make you a great deal for that. Like, let's make some magic happen. I would love at least 1 more if I can find one. I have 2. And I know that's probably plenty in some people's eyes, but like,
not for us.
Not for me. No.
We gotta have one in every room.
Every room. Well, you're just like, So anyway, but I put a little bit of, like, I have holiday joy in my full big diffuser right now. And I like to add some wild orange or citrus bliss to that a little bit too. Oh, good. Look, my girl Rosie's coming in clutch.
Oh, so many people are here for you.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
I
good
don't need the
stuff right there.
holiday red one. I actually don't want the holiday red one because I like to use it all year round, and I just like the gray one. So if you guys have some, please reach out to me. Thank you. Oh, several of you are saying you do. Christina and Barbara and Jackie. Okay, you guys are the best. I just think I want
Wow.
one or two more of those babies, you know?
They're the best.
Yeah. So I just hope you're all doing things like that that are just magnifying up your joy. I did transform my own bed to a holiday. My bedding is all holiday at the moment. And can I tell you, it is so magical to wake up to. I don't know if you're like me, but I am a holiday nut. Like holiday, give me all things holiday, the scents, the baking, the goods, the bedding, all the things. By the way, you guys, I made the holiday showstopper pies for Thanksgiving last week. Not to
Oh,
humble brag.
tell
Also,
all.
humble brag, I also won the $11 family pot of bowling. I was the bowling winner Friday night.
What?
I know you wouldn't see it in me.
Dang.
Some of you think I'm just coaching all the time. I also can throw a bowling ball, guys. Just saying. Yeah. I
Right.
won. We all put $1 in the pot. I won the $11 family pot of bowling.
That's awesome.
Did make some amazing pumpkin pies. There's a woman on Instagram. Her handle and her business name is called the Food Nanny. Do any of you follow the Food
Mhm.
Nanny? I made her peanut butter, not that you're going to be surprised. Peanut butter cheesecake chocolate pie for Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
Yeah, you need the oil of repentance or the oil of
I was gonna
deliverance,
say.
where he says for that one. But how was everyone's Thanksgiving, you guys? How was Thanksgiving? And did you make something? What was your favorite thing? Like I also made an amazing banana cream pie, but I went from regular pie crust to graham cracker crust, and they were just so good.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I'm converting Jennifer here in the chat box. She goes, your holiday bedding talk has inspired me to get some for my bedroom. I always felt like it was a selfish thing. And if it brings you joy, though, like it's so on my joy list. I mean, who doesn't want to wake up in holiday plaid, guys? I love all things plaid. Anyway, I do want to help support anyone that wants actual support today with coaching. I know we're just doing a lot of connecting and chatting, but we didn't meet last week, so I missed you. We're connecting. It's Andy Goddard's birthday. It's the holidays. The braces are off. I mean, there's a lot, and we've had BOGOs this month. There's a lot to celebrate.
A lot of good coming
Yeah.
down. So raise your hand if you'd like to come on and just work through any blocks you're working through, or talk out your goals. We are just here to support you. So raise your hand, or you can throw it in the chat. And yeah. So Marie's asking about the event that we're hosting at Leadership. So great question, Marie. So many of you know that we hosted a global rank retreat here at our home right before global convention. And it was so well received. We had such positive feedback that people were saying, could you please do it again at Leadership? And it felt so right on, because leadership is where, the training really was focused around business, right? Not a lot of product training, if any. And so that's what leadership is for. It's for those who are doing the business, focused on building the business. And so it's the right demographic, the right messaging. So yeah, we decided to do another global rank retreat. And what I love about this particular training is there are a lot of great ideas from stage, like the general session. We had the topic this year was how to pivot, right? How to how to adjust and shift your business in changing times. Building your doTERRA business today is not the same as it was 14 years ago. So how do we pivot, and how do we make pivoting a normal part of our strategy? So that will be on the general main stage, but then in breakouts, that's where so much magic happened. That's where we got the best feedback, is what happened as people divided up by ranks and just started masterminding. And we really can't take a lot of credit for that. It's really just the magic that happens when like-minded people come together with shared experience, shared goals, shared vision, and just mastermind. So I will grab the link to that. I'm sure it's at sharesuccess.com/events. I'll just confirm that before I share the link. So we've got Layla raising her hand, so let's bring her on live. Esther's asking a really good question too that I'll need to ask my assistant. Layla, welcome. How are you, friend?
I'm doing well. I just thought I would jump in because I have, been holding both, like the joy of, oh my gosh, I'm a new advocate. I jumped on, one time before. So, but this month I really worked and, met people and enrolled and met my small goal, which which is so exciting. And then just noticing, you meet that and giving space to celebrate the win before I went into, oh no, I didn't do enough, or I could have done more, or what's next. And I guess that's really what I wanted to share, is that really allowing that space to celebrate before the mind and the energy switches to what now, how can I do it again? Did I do enough? The inner workings of the mind, and just holding space for both of it, and for it to be okay to feel joy, but then also feel not enough at the same time. And so,
Wow.
That to me is the work, and doTERRA really gives us this opportunity to meet ourselves.
Totally.
And yeah, so that, I suppose that's it. And just coming back to how much support we have, and feeling the gratitude for this space and for all that is available. It's just really a choice to show up and use it, and meet those hard feelings and feel through it. So
amen to that. So can we all just fill this room with some love for Layla and congratulate her for hitting her goal? And it doesn't matter what size the goal is. Like that, I love that you're choosing to focus on the energy of celebration. Like, we don't judge the size of the goal. We don't judge how well we hit it or the timing of hitting it. The power that you're choosing into right now is limitless. That's literally how we create, is by feeling it first and living into it next. So thank you for modeling that for us, Layla. We're so happy for you, and we celebrate with you.
Thank you. And I think lastly would be just stepping more into our own voice, and at least for me, knowing the why, and coming from that place of passion for the products and the lifestyle, but giving myself permission to show up and be more visible, which I think part of me showing up here just to say that is part of, we all have beautiful light to share, and yay for everyone.
Amen.
Who takes the challenge and
Well said.
steps over a cliff of, that leap of faith. And
yeah,
I don't regret that, I suppose.
I love it. Thank you. I remember that's exactly the first thing that Tiffany coached us on when Natalie hired her as her sales coach. You know, we had hit, I think, Blue Diamond or maybe Diamond, and we were pushing for the next rank. And Tiffany's first question was, "How have you celebrated?" And Natalie's like, "Well, you know, we told the kids at dinner, and we all said yay." And she's like, that's not that's not going to cut it. And so that really is such a power principle. Just choosing in, just fully embracing the win, and really, like, mentally, I don't know that we as humans are great at focusing on success. I think Tiffany was coaching us just a week or two ago that we as humans are programmed to problem solve. And so we get to a rank and we just automatically think, okay, what's the next rank, or what didn't go right? You know, how can I solve that problem? And if we can just make that one shift, it changes everything. So thank you so much, Layla.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm. I want to, jump in on this too, is congratulations. And what you're feeling is also totally normal. So both, because you had a few layers in there. First of all, is what Andy's saying is, yeah, celebrate yourself. When you're self-employed, you guys, you're your own HR director. I don't know if you got the memo, but you're like, wait, and whether it's a small side hustle or it's a full-time business, you're your own HR director. And so you're like, I'm getting a massage, or I'm going to go treat myself to my favorite cafe, or, you know, I'm going to celebrate myself, because it does take courage to grow, to put yourself out there. And even though your mind is aware you want more, celebrating the progress and the milestones really matter. And not just as cutesy coaching, right? Some of you hear that as cutesy coaching, like, oh, that's cute. This is foundational. It's like, I am proud of myself. I see you. Yeah. Who's employee of the month? You know, like, you get the parking pass for the month again. But to see yourself, Layla, and to be like, I see you. I'm proud of you. And part of that, and some of the work Natalie and I started doing together out of the gate, now this is like 10, 12 years ago or more, when we were hired, you know, working together in that season, and what it's obviously become now since, was I also asked her to do some mirror work, where she's eye to eye in the mirror and say, I see you. I'm proud of you. I've got you. I want you to write that down for me, love, and to keep that as an anchor. I've got you. I see you. I believe in you. I'm proud of you. Because part of that mirror work will also give you deep roots where you can keep being seen. Because how many of you that are here live, if you'd say so in the chat box, how many of you at times sometimes feel a little nervous with being seen, or you feel a little uncomfortable putting yourself out there? Anyone else? Anyone else ever feel like, if you're going to click publish on that post, or you're going to make an ask for someone to try your product or come to your class, how many of you, I mean, own it, how many of you ever get nervous? Well, it's so normal. It's a very normal human thing. And if we don't know that, and we don't have practices, or I like to say rituals, right, that anchor you and ground you, it's really easy to let your fear or your emotions run the show versus your vision. Like I was just saying, if you don't have clear vision and tools to anchor to that vision again and again and again, your emotions will run the show. And sometimes your emotions say, yeah, nope, I'm not doing that. Or I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm at my comfort zone. Or some of you have read The Big Leap. I'm at, my upper limit. Like, I can handle this much success, but can you really go this level and this level and this level? Capacity. And partly how all of you build capacity to receive is through your own rituals that root you and anchor you. And so just know it's so normal. And so to have practices that support you to do that is so critical. Mirror work is one, your mindset work and affirmations. Someone asked about a great mindset podcast. I have several on my show, and there's I love lots of people I love to listen to that are part of the, personal development space. So many great teachers that are out there. I do have a course that literally is on sale this week. I only do this once a year. That's half off. It's $48.50 on sale with code Holiday Love. That's my full mindset makeover program that walks you through what are your practices? What's my mindset on this? How do I navigate this? And I put that already in the chat box so you guys can find that. But whether with or without that, it's having your grounding rituals, your self-talk, your vision, your purpose. Why are you doing this? Why are you sharing? I also love a woman, she was on my show in September. If you want to give this a listen, a podcast show on iTunes or Spotify with a woman named Jen Gottlieb. She has a huge platform, like 400,000 followers. And she had a book go live called Be Seen on this very topic. And I loved her book and I loved our podcast that can give you a good sampling to see if you want to order the book of hers. But talking about these very same things is, can I be seen? Because it's partly it's vulnerable, but a lot of that is like, is what I call image management. Image management. And that image management has everything to do with, what do other people think of me? Right? Because Layla, I would assume by knowing you for 3 hot minutes that you probably don't want to be pegged as someone who's pushy and salesy and in people's face, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. But your fear of that is going to sabotage you if you don't keep a tight leash on it. And when you're anchored again back to vision so heavily, and we're in purpose and we're in vision of why we're in this journey, why we're showing up this way, and it really is simply to be of service, how powerful that is. When we own that, like, I want to be of service to you all. And how you help get anchored to that again and again, because those fears will come up. It's not if, it's just when. And I love to say the weeds return, like my own fears, insecurities come back up again and again. But I have tools and rituals that anchor me back to truth and who I choose to be. And so thank you for just bringing us to some real talk, because all of us deal with that. And again, without our vision anchoring us, our purpose anchoring us, we'll let our emotions say hide, retract, withdraw. I don't want to be, I mean, I put it out there a little, but I mean, I've already told people one whole time. I don't want to tell them 2 and 3 and 4 and 77, 87 times. Like, forget that. Oh, you will, because you're on a mission.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so good. It also reminds me, there's Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul has really supported me in terms of just getting space and separating from all of these chatter and really realizing there is a me in there that is wise. But it's that not shutting off or separating from the little girl, or that those different parts of us that want to hide or exile away. And yeah, I did a whole little tapping session of being overwhelmed this morning, and getting to the root. Like, that's really the work, is to get to the root of, well, why am I overwhelmed? What am I actually avoiding? And what am I fearful of? And working through it by witnessing it is so, it's so powerful. But there's no one right way. There's so many beautiful tools. And I love that when we're ready, what is right will drop in. And so, yeah, I'm just so thankful for this space, and just, to be seen and heard and loved. I think it's really what all of us want. And so if that's really what we're doing, is providing a sense for others by using beautiful modalities, and oils is just one aspect of it. So, yeah.
I love
Yay.
this. Y'all, she just referenced an amazing resource for you. If you've not ever read or listened to Michael Singer's work, The Untethered Soul, The Surrender Experiment, Living Untethered. I mean, he's on my, he has this retreat center in Florida, and he's on my husband and I's like dream board of like, we need to go spend time with him. But so good to getting unstuck, right? But what I would like for you to do, if you're willing to take this on as an intentional assignment, is for the next 7 days, at least once a day, I want you to get in front of a mirror where you're eye to eye, like eye contact. You see Layla, and maybe even your hands on your heart. And where you've mentioned tapping, I don't think this is going to be a big stretch for you. Like you're in the work already. But I want you to tell Layla, eye to eye, I see you. I'm proud of you. I've got you, right? So even just breathe that in right now. Would you just even think it in your thoughts? I've got you. It's safe here. I'm so proud of you, Layla. Tell yourself that, right? Like, I see you. I'm proud of you. I've got you. And these are just self-soothing, like tapping's one. I love tapping too. You know, getting my feet on the earth. Right now it's too frosty for that, but different grounding techniques and things that help me come back in my body, calming my nervous system, because that's all we're working on. And you know what I also love? Last week at Andy and Natalie's, I got their recent copy of their Essential Emotions book, which was phenomenal. And I love the iTovi scanner. Our friend Kelly had that there too, you know, and it's like just tuning in and just different tools that can help us soothe our nervous system. Because here's the truth, that when you are in growth mode and when you're pushing your growth edges, like, ooh, I'm outside my comfort zone, and that feels exhilarating. It also can feel like fear. And we go, oh, I'm scared and excited. Which is it? Because your body experiences, you know, fear and excitement the same way. Your tummy gets a little knotted, your palms might sweat, your heart races because you're excited, or am I afraid? And so it's just so having some soothing techniques that really bring us home. And I love the essential emotions work. Andy, where do people find that if they don't have it? Because I know I just got it because I was in your home, but where is that?
So essentialemotions.com is the easiest way to find everything, just because that's the hub. But you can also get it at Oil Life or Aroma Tools. So yeah, essentialemotions.com. It's easiest to find everything there. So
Yeah, it's a
such a
gorgeous
powerful
website.
tool.
Yeah. Layla, where are you based?
I'm in Vermont.
Oh, what part?
Brownsville, so right near Woodstock, Vermont. Queechee. Yeah, it's a lovely,
Layla, I
lovely
have to show you something. And you guys can keep talking. 1 second. I'm so excited about this. 1 sec. I'll be right back. I have to get something.
And so I was going to say along the lines of what Tiffany was saying, you know, I've heard, or I don't know who said it, but excitement, fear is excitement without the breath. I feel like, I don't know if I'm quoting that right, but it makes sense in terms of, you know, when we're fearful, we're holding so tight. And if we breathe, we can drop into the actual excitement
Yeah.
of the situation and not so much the fear. So
I love that.
That's so good. Okay, I love where Layla lives in the world, you guys. And you live in like the cutest fall and Christmas town in the world. So do you recognize this? Does this look familiar?
that's the Woodstock Inn. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yay.
yes. Look at this. Okay. So I took my mom and siblings on a trip to the East Coast years ago
Yay.
and did the, you know, fall foliage tour. And then I said, my mom's an incredible painter. And for one of my birthdays, I'm like, I would just love for you to paint me something from that trip. And here is the Woodstock Inn.
Oh.
And so I just put this right here, you know, like, here we go. So I love where you live, sister. Magical part of the world. And
It is. It is. I know. It's so sweet.
you found us.
My daughter came home from college for Thanksgiving, which was unexpected, but she showed up and she was just taken, you know, when she hadn't really been home at all, except for about a week over the whole 23. And she was like, this is literally such a magical place. It's like storybook land. And, you know, she's like, it takes that perspective of not living here in order to really appreciate it. So I think that's something that's really a wise statement too, is when we're in something, we don't have that perspective of what the juiciness is. So that's really what I was doing today, trying to cherish the juiciness of what I'm in and seeing it from a distance versus being so thickly in it and seeing the not good side. So yay.
So beautiful. Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you found doTERRA. How did you find doTERRA? How'd that come
Well,
to life?
in terms of becoming an advocate, I mean, I have used doTERRA since 2015 when I was introduced by a close friend of mine, and she had been prodding over the years, come on, come on, come on. But it really wasn't until the leadership retreat that she hosted in March, this March, when doTERRA dropped the membership fee and some other pieces of it, that I was like, okay, yes. I mean, 100%. I have used these products for ages, and I have, I grew up in Australia with my mom with oils and, all natural. So it's in my bones and body, just the aspect of sales. And I launched myself as a bioenergetic wellness coach this beginning of this year. So it's all, I'm stepping out of this motherhood realm and into more of myself. I'm just like claiming all parts. I'm an artist, but I'm like, I'm going to do this wellness coaching and integrate oils. And so I have this 3-pillared thing. And yeah, no, I am like on fire in a new realm, and giving myself time to be moving slow at the same time. Like there's this reflection that happens at this time of year of like, oh, I literally just started all of this in it this year. So that again leads to perspective of things. We when we're in it, we think we haven't done enough. And when we step out of it, we're like, holy shit, what have I created? And I've done a lot. And there's so much time to move forward. And so giving grace to the step-by-step process is where I'm at.
Mm.
So it's
How
me
many of you that are here live? Because, I know many of you will catch this on recording. How many of you are here live just love this woman's energy? Because I just love your energy. I mean, how many of you are just like I'm like, Layla, I want you to coach me, like in your wellness coaching. Like you feel like a warm cup of tea. Like I just love your energy. And therefore I just think, yeah, Marie, I want her to talk me to sleep. Can you come over in the holiday bedding and read me a story? We'll put oils on and then put me to bed. But I'm saying this because and I'm not just saying it to be kind. I'm just saying it genuinely your energy's magnetic, and you have such a calming influence, and you have all these tools. I'm telling you that and anchoring it. And you see how many people also in the chat box are like, yes, yes, yes. Guess what? More people need what you have.
Yeah.
So I'm just inviting you to anchor to purpose, because purpose will lead us through some really tough stuff, or will lead us through the stormy thoughts. And it will bring us to bright light and goodness, and purpose brings us home every time. It's the North Star, it's the lighthouse, is why you're doing this. Is more people on the planet, y'all, every one of you. Now, Layla's just modeling this. Every one of you have gifts to share with the planet, and the planet, more than I've ever experienced in my waking time on the planet, needs more support with nervous system regulation, needs hope, inspiration, quality products from the earth versus synthetic lab created chicken, or whoever else knows what's weird stuff has been approved. It's just like we need more people who are out there sharing this. And so sometimes what happens, even though I know you have fear, I've done it many years in my own experience coaching, where I've wanted to play a little smaller, hide, or I got nervous, or I got triggered, or a mean comment or something happened. And it's like coming home again and again, that we are about the business. I say about Father's business, but God's business, universe business, but it's all the same business, which is the business of love and light and empowerment. And more people need what you've got, love. So I'm just inviting you, please get anchored, please practice, so you have the tools when those nerves and fears come up, that you won't let that win for long, and that you'll come home again and again and again. And this is for all of you, not just Layla's modeling it for you. So thank you, Layla, for being courageous, but we need more people saying yes to the light, yes to love, yes to goodness and to truth, because never have we ever lived in a time where there is more spiritual warfare, lack of trust, energy, and fear that I'm aware of. And that's not to give that energy. It's just awareness that as the light gets, we need more of that. And so all of you, please keep saying yes to your purpose. Because like even spending the time with you, I'm sincere. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this woman's energy. I'm so glad she's doing this in the world. And I know you because I know human behavior, that if we don't become aware of the practices of fear and consciousness around it, then we do tend to go like this versus, no, I'm going to hold this because I'm about a mission. It's bigger than just making a sale. It's about transformation that you're providing for people on their journey. So anyway, yeah, we've come to church a little bit today, but I mean, because this is truth, guys, it's more than just motivational hype talk. The world needs you in your light. The world needs more of these types of tools and products in their homes and in their hands to help them navigate what's happening.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more. And thank you. Oh, it's such a lovely, beautiful way to celebrate me.
Yes, celebrate you. You're all your own HR director. Remember that too. Like, oh, that's
Yes.
a promotion today on the Share Success call. Not only am I a wellness advocate, I'm an HR director.
Oh, and yes, I can plug myself. If anyone does want to work for me, I do offer other aspects, human design and the bioenergetic wellness scan.
How do we find you? People need to know how they find you, Layla.
So my name, LeilaJax.com. I can type it in the chat.
Jax with 2 A's.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see your name, LeilaJax.com. Yeah, looking at
Yeah.
your website now. I just love your energy. And next time I make my way to Vermont, I'll be in touch because I make
Yes,
love with
please
where
do.
I live.
Yes,
So
I am
beautiful.
here. Yay. Lovely.
Yay.
Thank you.
Abby, anything you want to add to this that's just come up in
No,
your heart or spirit, or that you're like, yeah, anything for you that you want to share?
just feeling it. I was curious when you first came on. I was like, that is like, she doesn't have an accent, but she has like the language that you use and the I don't know, just something about the way you speak. It was totally taking us back to when we lived in Australia. We took the family there for a period in 2010, and so we fell in love with Aussie people. Such incredible, beautiful energy, and yeah, thanks for sharing that with us today. I think we can all feel it.
That's so lovely. Yes, it is a gorgeous space. And I have a pretty unusual early childhood. So I radiate love of nature and that deep connection, which I think we all have. But
That's beautiful. Well,
yeah,
thanks for coming on and celebrating yourself and letting us celebrate you.
thank you. And happy birthday to you. I hope you have a most beautiful, nourishing day and evening.
Thank you. I will claim that.
Yeah. Oh, we just love you, Auntie Goddard. Okay, Bo, it's all right. I have a guard dog, like a 80-pound lap dog, guard dog.
So Tiff, we had somebody on Facebook asking a question. Where is your passion calendar from? She says that you showed it on your Sunday gratitude call.
Yeah, we had a fireside chat in the gratitude series. I use the passion planner. This is this year's that's been well loved, you know. But what I'm going to share, I'll actually put it in my Instagram stories. So if we're Instagram friends, I have a coupon code. I just have to track it down that gives you extra money off. And they have a sale through, I think it's tonight, actually. So I'll do that after I wrap. I'm in coaching mode for the next couple of hours, but by this afternoon, I'll get there. But you can go to passionplanner.com if you want to on your own. I just have an extra code that will stack and give you even more money off, and why not? So if you want to find me on Instagram or DM me that, whoever asks that, I'll put it on my whole stories, but yeah, I have my new planner with them too. And I prefer a paper planner with my digital. I don't know if the rest of you, how you feel about that, but I know some of you are all digital. And if that works for you, when people ask me, what's the best planner to use? I'm like, the one you'll actually use.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, there's something in my brain that works best with seeing it written out, seeing it visually, and then still putting it, I have my digital calendar that's linked to, but I love, for me, I've loved Passion Planner last several years. And I used to take their printout and put it in my Lavender system that you guys introduced me to. And then I did commit probably 3 years ago where I just used their planner book as part of the process. So yeah, that's it.
Love it. So great. Cindy's asking if there's a code for the emotions bundle. So I believe that there's a discount that's built in to the Essential Emotions bundle. So the bundle is basically the book, the insight cards, which I should grab a copy of those. Those are super fun. And then there's the feelings guide, the Essential Emotions wheel. So it's our 4 best-selling products all bundled together. And I think you save like $5 or $7 just by buying them all together. So that discount is built in. You don't need a code or anything. So good stuff. Such a lovely community, and thank you for bringing the Christmas spirit with your beautiful, lovely background, Tiffany. It's looking lovely. So
You know me, give me all things holiday.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for jumping on, and what a fun day of celebration. We're celebrating no braces. We're celebrating my birthday, Layla's rank advancement. It's just a day for celebration.
And I do invite all of you to, regardless of what's been happening, find different ways to celebrate yourself as we wrap November, right? And continuing to put yourselves in a situation where, again, celebrate you and keep sharing, right? Celebrate and share, celebrate and share, celebrate, show up for yourself, and then keep sharing loves is, again, and this is a great time to be sharing. I know you might be a little nervous, like, well, gosh, there's so much noise out there and all the ads and the things, but you keep sharing your voice, right? You keep showing up. So anyway, it's such a joy to be with you all. Happy birthday, Andy Goddard. We love you and adore you. And we'll see you all, guys. We'll see all of you next Wednesday as we kick off December.
Thank you so much. Send you all love.